Nithyanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattamasyadilakshmyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence. All these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained the power manifestation. Everything decides as you want. Everything happening as you want. That is the best part of life. Manifesting your reality. Living as superconscious being. Paramashiva as your reality. The science of our manifestation, millions have experienced it, and each one of us right now can experience it. It's authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The pramanas, just by listening to the pramanas, all the satsangs that Bhagavan has given, all the powerful cognition, just by listening to that, the cognitive shift happens from logical mind to beyond that exists as Paramashiva. Bhagavan beautifully calls it as parallel universe synergy trigger, that you understand that more than our logical mind, the energy space simply manifests as reality. Whatever we want, to the greatest extent, he explains how he runs to manifest the reality. Prahlada just pointed his little finger, but Parandama has to run and instantly manifest as an avatar, as Prahlada called him, as Narsimha. The whole science is again and again retold to us to make us the space of new consciousness, the Paramashiva space, the realistic who we are, the existential reality that Bhagavan is again and again filling us with so much of bliss and auspiciousness. The pramanas for the power of feeding Ganesha. The Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures as Vedas and Agamas. Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of Apta. Aptas are the rishis, munis, ganas, nainamas, alvars, siddhas. How Bhagavan described about Durvasa or Kannagi and all that again and again, the Chola king, how they manifested the powers over, and simply the whole place was restored as they want. And the beautiful space of oneness with Paramashiva can manifest any reality. The Atma Pramana account of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan placed the Leela to showcase to the world how the cognitive shift, how Bhagavan said when he went and saw the deity, he clicked with the deity in such a deep oneness, he knew that Paramashiva is always there, manifesting all his reality, just like that inner world and the outer world bliss that he experienced. And his strength is from that inner space that clicked, that Paramashiva also has the deep crush on him as he experienced with Paramashiva, the ultimate. And that beautiful space and that click that Bhagavan speaks about give him the conscious breakthrough as a superconscious being that Paramashiva makes anything manifest in his life. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, followers initiated by Bhagavan into the science of our manifestation. Each of us today having the same click that Bhagavan says, simply that beautiful click that Bhagavan is calling each one of us, that beautiful space of oneness with each one of us, the love, the space that he shares with each one of us. He says, when you surrender, simply he makes that happen. We don't have to do anything. That is the surrender, that we don't have to do anything. And that beautiful space of oneness of Paramashiva when we experience, and that becomes our reality, we manifest powers. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully says, when you understand the quantum physics, the parallel universe, whatever Bhagavan says, it becomes the reality. How the whole science again and again is nothing but catching up with all this great truth and revealing to us that whatever Paramashiva is saying is nothing but the true manifestation of how consciousness, actually the existential reality, works. For the power of feeding Ganesha, consciousness over matter, the Shastra Pramana is taken from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana, consciousness. Bhairava, one who experienced the consciousness. Tantra is the method, how we have different methods for manifesting the powers of manifesting outer world things. Same way, the Tantra is the method for step by step. Bhagavan is making us, preparing us to dissolve the mind and to experience the oneness with Paramashiva as our reality. For the consciousness over matter, the scriptural references from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. Dharana 95, Sutra 120. For the power of feeding Ganesha.
From the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. क्वचित् वस्तुनि विन्यस्य शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवी शून्यालयो भवेत् क्वचिद् वस्तुनि विन्यस्य शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवी शून्यालयो भवेत्.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says, having fixed one's eyes on a particular object, Vastu, one should slowly withdraw the sight from the object as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of the object, along with the thoughts and impression of it. O Devi, one abides in Sunya, the state where there is nothing other than this exist, which is the state of all inclusiveness, infinity. Bhagavan beautifully says how we can experience when we have the surrender to our Guru. Bhagavan beautifully gives an example how when you have a stomach problem or any pain, you go to your spouse or parents or your children and tell them that you have a problem. pain in your stomach, and then they say, oh, these are the symptoms, this should be your problem. You do not believe them. You say, no, I'm going to check with the doctor. Then you go to a doctor. When doctor tells you, after examining you exactly, he says, oh, this is the endoscopy result and this is what the problem with your stomach. You have absolute zero doubt about the doctor. You don't say, no, doctor, you don't know that these are not my problems. You just say, yes, the report says it, and doctor, you know, because he has studied it and he is correct. That is what Bhagavan beautifully says when you surrender to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan beautifully says, surrender is nothing but Bhagavan's anyakara about you. When you are fulfilling that, you are surrendering to Bhagavan. What is Bhagavan's anyakara? His image of you. It's not your image, you're surrendering your identity. We are only surrendering our identity to hold his identity as our identity, making us what he is. And that is the pure love and pure oneness which can make that happen. When Adi Shankara, he called Padmapada for a few minutes, Padmapada forgot that there is something in him, and he walked and just came without even awareness of what is happening. He just had a pure love that he just wants the master calling his name. And after that, Adi Shankara beautifully, Acharya tells him to look back, and then he realizes he walked on the water. So where was he when he walked on the water? That he has no idea. That he has no idea because mind has not registered that. It is beyond the mind that he experienced that as complete love. Love does not have a logical way of understanding things. And then he sees the lotus flower. Then he understood that he walked on the lotus, and then Adi Shankara calls him Padmapada. Sanatana was the name he called actually. And then he calls him, oh, from today you'll be called Padmapada, because the deep yearning and love when the master would call my name, and just by the call of the name, he just fell in love so much because he was in so much love. When he knew that his master is in so much love with him, he became completely, and that surrendered happened because he manifested the anyakara of what his guru wanted him to be. Just the thoughtless space of just pure waiting, earning space, and simply manifesting as a reality. Such a beautiful space is what Bhagavan says in this sutra, where you forget the knowledge of it, you forget the thoughts of it, you forget everything. When you're in pure love, nothing happens, and you cannot describe in words, you cannot describe in physical reality. What you can understand is something is happening inside you much more than what you can verbalize it. And that deep love makes you forget all your patterns and just have the yearning for Paramashiva, and he simply manifests as your reality. Bhagavan beautifully says how he fed Ganesha and Kuppammal, how she instructed up the Atma Pramana, that he said Ganesha is real. You just learn how to feed. You falling in love with that space that Ganesha is already waiting for you to feed. And he's literally sitting there and opening his mouth. All you need to do is the deep love and oneness space that he is real. That space once you experience with any Ishtadevata, you can simply feed the deity into the reality, and simply the deity will accept the whole thing as reality. Bhagavan beautifully gives us the ultimate space. How Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, not just few days but few months, he spent like 9 months, he says, to feed Kali deity, and she will not take, and he would eat, he would do all kinds of things for Kali to eat. But then finally he just surrendered to Kali and understood that Kali has been waiting 9 months, not him. When the cognitive shift happened, he simply was able to feed Kali, talk to her, and completely understand she is living real happening out there as an energy, as a synergy. Bhagwan calls it beautifully, parallel universe synergy trigger happen. The reinventing of Ramakrishna Paramahamsar happened as reality. Atma Pramana, Bhagavan beautifully explains this greater science of him feeding Ganesha and initiating all of us into feeding Ganesha today.
त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं कृतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुजानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात्
Paramashiva, me, when I used this body and fed Ganapatis, he is also one of the form through which he accepted the Naivedyam offered. Now, as Paramashiva, invoking Mahaganapati in all of us. Today, whoever has joined for Paramashivoham Level 2 program, till today, whoever has joined, I am initiating all of you and installing Mahaganapati in all of your root chakra. Paramashiva, manifesting through this being, is installing, manifesting Mahaganapati in all of us. I will reside as Mahaganapati in everyone's Mooladhara chakra forever and bring all the auspiciousness in all your lives. Today, all of you who are initiated, feed any Ganapati deity you have with any food or drinks. He will accept directly and bless all of you. You can feed Atmalinga, invoking Ganapati in it, or any Ganapati deity you have, or any deity. All the deities will accept everything you offer from today. Everyone who is initiated now, I give you this as a boon. Any food you offer now, any food you offer from now, all the deities, gods and goddesses will accept. Literally, physically, the food will be consumed. It will disappear and be accepted by the deities. Wherever, whenever you want to establish, I am real, Paramashiva, me, real, demonstrate this as power manifestation. You can offer the Naivedyam, offerings to the deities, they will immediately accept. Demonstrate this as power manifestation itself to establish Paramashiva is real whenever needed, wherever needed. Paramashiva, me, initiating all of you and giving you this as boon. You can offer any food or drink to Ganapati today or any other deity from today. Ganapati or any other deity you offer will accept anything you offer and bless you all. Do this to connect with all the gods and goddesses of KAILASA. As Paramashiva, I am manifesting Maha Ganapati in all of us from today. Along with this power of feeding any deity will also manifest in all of us from today. Start offering and establish Paramashiva is real all over the world. Offer with a tremendous tyaga. Offering itself has to be done with a tremendous tyaga. When the food is accepted and physically, literally it disappears, it is just to demonstrate your love has been accepted, your tyaga has been accepted, and it is also proof for the factual level, binary logic people, Paramashiva is real.
Beautiful. Bhagavan explained that Paramashiva is real and manifests the power of feeding the Ganesha. And beautifully, you can offer any solid or liquid, and you can offer to Ganesha, and Ganesha will simply consume it. Or if you have any other deity, if you don't have any deity, Bhagavan says, including pick up your Atmalinga and you can feed, you can invoke Ganesha in it or your Ishtadevata and feed the Atmalinga. Or you can bring even a stone. Ganesha can be invoked in anything. That is the most beautiful space of Ganesha. And you can chant Om Gan Ganapatiye Namaha and or Mahavakya to feed Ganesha. Now, whatever you want to offer, make sure there is a plate down and it is not any capillary effect. It is clearly that the Ganesha is consuming. There should be no spill happening at the bottom when you're feeding. So when you are recording the whole thing, make sure the plate is shown very clearly, that there is no liquid on the plate. If you're feeding solid, you can close up show how there is no bite mark in that, and after that how it appears. And Ganesha takes the prasada, whatever you are giving, and Ganesha takes the Nevedyam and blesses with you all the auspiciousness and abundance in your life. Even as a glimpse, we are all blessed today to experience this oneness with Paramashiva. Chidambara, the darshan that we had, and such a beautiful space, manifesting that experience into our reality, that all this is completion. Bhagavan says only when manifestation happens, you have really experienced the completion, or the powerful cognition has become reality in you. So just sit straight with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line and continuously chant the Mahavakya. deeply connecting to Ganesha, connecting to Bhagwan deeply, and all the oneness capsule is going to be a continuous capsule where you are going to just see how beautifully they are feeding Ganesha, and you can also entangle and experience the same oneness. You can see even in a turmeric they have made Ganesha and feeding that. So it can be your Ishtadevata or Ganesha made out of turmeric or a stone that you can invoke Ganesha in that and feed Ganesha, or any other deity that is your Ishtadevata, you can feed that deity also. But make sure the plate is completely dry and there is no spill. You can feed solid, liquid, whatever you love to offer, you can feed that to Ganesha now. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya continuously and experience the Nirvikalpa Samadhi and oneness with Paramashiva, with the Ishtadevata Ganesha, manifesting the power of feeding Ganesha today. Just like how Bhagwan is manifesting all the greatest auspiciousness, abundance, everything through you right now. You are feeling the oneness with Paramashiva in the deep surrender, Tyaga, that everything Bhagwan manifesting, you are here to just enjoy the beautiful space, how he has declared he is in more crush in you than what you are. Because of him, you are here. Because he wanted you here, so he has made you manifest this power today in you right now, right here. So experience that ultimate oneness. Soak yourself in that beautiful love current of Paramashiva and be in the space of oneness, chanting the Mahavakya with a deep listening of Paramashiva. Paramashiva is real. Hold that space and chant the Mahavakya to manifest the power of freeding Ganesha today. But as Ganesha will simply accept.
You can offer absolutely nothing spilling, but just receiving and you experiencing the oneness. Just by seeing the videos again and again, which is happening right in front of you, you will start experiencing that oneness. Again and again, in deep gratitude, ask Bhagavan to take the offer and you experience the oneness with Ganesha. Chant the Mahavakya continuously. We are playing the Mahavakya now.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Beautiful. Please, you can share the videos or photos of your Ganesha taking the Nevedyam and the prasada that you have received, and you can share this prasada with whoever you think they need healing, or whoever is ready to accept. You can share the prasada. Each of this great dimension that Bhagavan is coming to your home, take the Nevedyam and give you the prasada is the ultimate gift that you can take back from what Bhagavan is saying. I come to fulfill all your desires and make you understand Paramashiva is real. He is waiting for you more than you are waiting for him. That is the reality. When you understand this deep earning that he is waiting for us, you will understand the deep surrender that is nothing but you surrendering your identity and understanding he is waiting for you and he is ready to manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. When you drop your identities and accept whatever Paramashiva is offering to your life as reality, reinventing to this higher cognition that Paramashiva is real, he will manifest all the auspiciousness, abundance, bliss in your life and beautiful starting of all the new things that Bhagavan is giving us again and again assurance that Paramashiva is real in our life and sharing this with the world, all your experience and thanking Bhagavan for all this auspiciousness, powerful cognition, initiation, making us manifest the powers, making us experience that Paramashiva is real beyond what we perceive and what our logical mind understands. Beyond that, there exists Paramashiva, and reinventing ourselves is the surrender. That is the Tyaga. And again, holding Paramashiva is real. He is more real than me. I just need to align to that when I understand and surrender to Him. The parallel universe and the whole science will start downloading in us. As Bhagavan says, you travel the vertical time zone, understanding the greater reality. With a deep gratitude and earning Paramashiva is real, let's surrender all this powerful cognition, power manifestation to Bhagavan's lotus feet, at Bhagavan's lotus feet, and deep gratitude and thanking Bhagavan for all this and thanking all of you, collective integrity, collective consciousness, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, simple integrity, simple obedience, and holding that powerful space in each one of us and thanking Bhagavan, enrich and cause the world. Paramashiva is real. Demonstrate all these powers to the world that Paramashiva is real. Your experience with Paramashiva is real. And if you see the dollar sign, you can offer your gift to Paramashiva on his Jayanti, how you would feel you want to give something. You can offer at his lotus feet anything as gratitude, and simply you build Kailasha in your inner space. Again and again, Bhagavan gives us all this opportunity to transform us into the superconscious space. Paramashiva is real. Nothing he gains from all these changes that he's going to get or all the social media that we are trying to tell him. That is what it beautifully says. He is actually propagating you as ultimate, not that we are sharing his powers. He is already sharing you as the ultimate to the world through all this. and thank Bhagwan for the greatest allied cognitions that Paramashiva is real, making it as reality in all of us. Holding the space, Paramashiva is real in thought, word, and action, in seeing everybody as Paramashiva as reality. Let's end this session with a Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hi. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. After the next session, Darshan, we'll have Kailash Kotyar. Stay tuned for more. Thank you, Nithyanandam.